Welcome back. There's a one-of-a-kind service here in Tucson that definitely caters to a one-of-a-kind problem. And the explanation is all in the name. Here to tell us how he does what he does best is Chris Brown, a.k.a. Mr. Pack Rat. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. This is a very interesting topic because I am really not that familiar with pack rats. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what they do?
Well, pack rats are not the typical rat that people have when they think of rats. Most people, when they think of rats, they think of the big city rats that live in the sewer and they live in big colonies and they take over and they eat your kids' eyebrows during the night. And pack rats are totally different. They're wild animals. They're Native American rats. Their proper name is a white-throated wood rat. And they're only a problem because we move into where they live. And they're opportunists, and they'll take advantage. They don't care about our garbage. They don't care, that we're people, but, we give them good places to live, like cars and pool heaters and attics, and they'll move in and take over, and they'll do damage.
So you said they aren't like your typical rat in that they don't move in packs, but that's in their name.
Well, each adult pack rat is solitary. They don't live in colonies. They don't live in groups. If it's a female, she'll have some babies, but she only typically has a couple, unlike other rats that will have 8, 10 babies. But they collect things. That's why they're called pack rats.
Okay.
We have here some of the things that they collect that I've removed from pack rat nests. Toys, just trash. Most of what they collect is sticks and stones and pieces of cactus. What they're really trying to do is protect their home and fortify it from predators.
So even 1, 2 at a time, that can create quite a bit of damage. I mean, this guy's adorable, but I certainly wouldn't want him in my home.
Yeah, one pack rat can create quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
So why do you think they're so attracted to, toys and things like that? That they're just not focused what maybe like normal rats would be, which is
regular European rats are cautious because they've lived with people so long they know that people want to kill them. Pack rats are curious and they're inquisitive, and it's part of their nature to collect things and fortify their nest. And a pack rat nest can literally have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of material that have been brought in by the rat. And they find they like shiny things, they like interesting things, they love kids' toys. And now one rat doesn't necessarily do all that, in its lifetime. But one of the things that makes them a problem is they reuse the same nesting sites generation after generation.
Oh,
so as more generations live there, the nest gets bigger and bigger. And that's a problem too, because most companies deal with pack rats by trying to eliminate the rats, which just leaves a vacant home, and another rat just moves right in, and the problem continues. It's like a revolving door. So the real key to dealing with pack rats is you have to deal with the nest and the habitat that attracts them.
And you do it in what you would call a humane way, so tell us about that.
Yeah, we live trap the rats. We don't use poison. We don't use snap traps that can catch other animals. But we live trap the rats. We check our traps daily. And we remove the rats, and then we completely remove their home and make the environment where they're not going to be attracted for another rat to live there. If they're getting into a pool heater or an attic, then we seal that off so other rats can't get in, to those spots.
So you're actually really taking care of not only the rat, but you're also going in and taking care of the nests as well.
Right. We don't want to just treat the symptoms, which is the rat.
Right.
We want to solve the problem, which is the habitat in the nest. If you don't get rid of the nest, it's going to be just a continual problem.
Not anybody, but many people would have a problem poisoning an animal.
Right.
And you don't use poison, and there is an overarching problem as to why you don't do that. Could you explain that?
Yeah, poison is bad for a whole number of reasons. It actually makes the problem worse over time. The very things that eat the pack rats, that kill more pack rats than anything, are owls. And if a pack rat has eaten poison recently, he doesn't just die. It takes 5 to 10 days for the rat to die once he eats the poison. Meanwhile, they keep eating the poison, they collect it in their system. They get caught by an owl because now they're sick, they're not acting right, they're easy catch. The owl eats the rat, the owl dies. Rats reproduce very quickly. Owls don't reproduce very quickly. If a bobcat eats 5 or 6 poisoned rats, it can kill the bobcat. So you have fewer predators. And then the poison is usually put in these little black boxes or gray boxes, which the rats love. I mean, it's a great place to hide. You're giving them food. It's like putting out a quail block. To attract quail, you're putting out poison, which is food, and which attracts more rats. They use the box as a bathroom, which leaves their scent, which attracts rats like to go where rats have been. So you're doing a lot of things that are encouraging pack rats, and again, you're not dealing with the nest. And they don't always eat the poison, too. They hoard it. We'll open up a nest and remove pounds and pounds of poison and still catch a big, healthy rat that's living there.
Wow, everything you could want to know about pack rats and more. Thank you so much, Chris.
Very interesting. If you have a rodent problem, just call Mr. Packrat at 529-9191 or go online to mrpackrat.net. And right now you can get 20% off if you mention the Morning Blend. Again, that number is 529-9191 or go online to mrpackrat.net.